As a reminder, the third speech in World Schools debate is a constructive speech. That said, it is rare for a team to introduce new arguments in this speech, as it would create underdeveloped argumentation. There are also questions of fairness because teams would have less opportunity to engage with the material. That said, the third speaker may mention new examples or information that will help clarify the arguments that were already introduced. They should not be penalized in any way for doing so unless it confuses the debate. There are two ways that the third speech can be structured. The first method is through point-by-point clash, and the second method is through the use of 3 points of crystallization. Regardless of which method the third speaker chooses, they must make sure they clarify the definitions and the burdens of the debate before proceeding to the substantive material. The point-by-point clash is pretty straightforward. The third speaker would begin by clearing up any definitional or burden debate. Then, the third speaker would address any issues related to a mechanism. Next, they would address the individual substantive arguments of their opponent. Ultimately, the third speaker should articulate to the judge the problem with the other team's arguments and how they address those arguments throughout the debate. Once this is done, the third speaker should move to their side of the debate and then begin to explain to the judges the main arguments that their team brought in the debate and why these arguments prevail when taking the entire motion into consideration. On both sides of the debate, the third speaker should also discuss these main substantial arguments in reference to the burdens that were set for this debate. The second and more common method of constructing the third speech is the use of 3 points of crystallization strategy. This method of 3 points of crystallization requires the debater to break down the debate into 3 key areas of clash. The third speaker will then synthesize these and will come to a conclusion trying to prove that their arguments were superior. This should be done by analyzing the debate on the pragmatic and principled level. The analysis should also connect the arguments back to the main burdens that were established in the beginning of the debate. Deciding on the 3 main areas of clash that were the most important in the debate is the biggest decision that needs to be made when organizing the third speech. One part of the judging criteria for World Schools debate is strategy, which includes knowing which areas of the debate are the most important and utilizing the time to properly address those key areas. The second thing that is important when using this method of constructing the third speech is to make sure that debaters bring back all the critical areas of analysis and examples that were given on both sides of the debate. Ultimately, the third speaker should be trying to clarify and improve the analysis to make the choice of who won the debate much clearer for the judges. Thank you for watching.